Hi all, in today's video I'm going to be showing you some appropriate outfits to wear for afternoon tea in London and take you on a little history tour at the V&A. It's a short and sweet video, but buckle up because afternoon tea season is around the corner. When afternoon tea first came about during the Victorian era, there wasn't such a thing as going to your local restaurant or even hotels to have afternoon tea. It was always hosted by dear friends as a guest. So in those days, it was incredibly strict what you had to wear, even when over at your friend's house. You had to be corseted up and wear traditional gowns, and this made it incredibly difficult for the ladies of the time to have afternoon tea leaning on those low tables and trying to fit in food, not to mention the stomach-inducing cramps. It was almost like a torture process. By the second half of the 19th century, however, freedom was in sight with the ever-increasing popularity of the afternoon tea gown. This is a light, fitting gown that was much easier to have afternoon tea in, and it was in off-white or tea colours. But the tea gown was only to be permitted by the host of the afternoon tea, so the guests still had to be corseted up. So you can see how times definitely made it a lot easier for everybody to also wear a tea gown. But for today's standards, you might feel, shall I say, a little overdressed for such attire. So what I'm going to do is take you through some of the places that you can find suitable afternoon tea gowns to wear today, and I'll also give you some budget-free options for you to try out as well. This area is where you'll find your opulent gowns. Now, these may not be necessary for afternoon tea. However, if you wanted to go all out for the occasion, you can certainly do so. They have a lot of different styles here. Famous one by Carolina Herrera. This is also a really nice one. This one is very long in length and it has lots of frills, so that would be appropriate as well. What else do we have? A beautiful cut that bows out towards the bottom. Lots of fabric here, so this is another good one. You could definitely wear something like this. Just keep in mind, afternoon tea doesn't have to be a certain type of way, so you can wear things that are a little bit more above and beyond. I love to wear florals when I go out for afternoon tea, so I personally would choose something like that if I was going for something a little bit more dramatic. This is another beautiful one, very modest. Very beautiful print on here as well, and I love this brand. It's called Needle and Thread, and they definitely do a good job for things like afternoon tea or weddings, so love the Needle and Thread brand as well. Another favourite of mine is Zimmermann, an Australian brand for very feminine patterns and florals with very high attention to the details. They have it every season. It's just silk, and this is the short version, so this one goes quite nicely just for any occasion. You could use it for multiple occasions, not just afternoon tea, but I think what are the things that are eye-catching about this is that the tailoring for the lapel and the details on the cuffs are also really just suitable for afternoon tea, and if you don't want to go this short, you can always get the full-length version, and the full-length version is very flattering as well. So here is another one. This is all lace, which is a very striking look. You can wear this one occasionally for it's very formal as well. I think that most of what we're dealing with here is a belt, and then the length is super appropriate as well. So you wouldn't want to go too much shorter than this, but this is very for all occasions. So this is nice because it's sleeveless one and you can breathe in it quite nicely, but it's got a beautiful print going down. This is from a brand called Double J or Double J's. And yeah, it's a nice appropriate length. So it's a nice long length and you've got the appropriate occasion of having, you know, some lace on there, which is very tea inspired. So that's a good one. So I think this option is also quite good. It's a little bit more on the beachy side, but it's an appropriate length and it's got a bit of a tribal pattern on it. I would say it's more intended for a beach purpose, but if you have something that's similar to this with this length, you could wear that as well. The main things is the covering of up here and the length, not so much the pattern. So always keep in mind that it's more about the length and how appropriate it is up top. And it's still appropriate to wear hats to afternoon tea, but just keep in mind that you do want to make sure that it's not obstructing anyone's view. So not a big sun hat, but something small that you can use as a fascinator. Sure, go ahead and use a fascinator or a hat like this, which is just so darling in my opinion.
If you are not a big fan of fancy frilly dresses, then why not try some nice fitted trousers matched with a cardigan or a blazer over the top. This is a very affordable option from M&S and it will still make you look elegant and appropriate for the occasion.
What I love about a dress like this is that it is so elegant, but you can also wear it for multiple different occasions. So you can wear this like to any occasional dinner, but I love to wear self-portrait for events like afternoon tea because it's just as appropriate to wear it to a formal dinner as well. And you can see all the embellishments, there's lace detailing, there's the buttons, which Alexander Rich that we looked at earlier also has. But this is just a little bit more of a comfortable price point. So this one is like denim, sort of inspired by denim, but it's tweed and you might think it is too informal, but it's actually not. It's still on track, it just has a different take. But if your style is a little bit more casual, you can definitely go for something like that. And if you just wanted to wear a two-piece, then we can head over and do a shirt with some embellishments there, and the embellishments will act as the formal kind of a look, but then you can also pair it up with a silk skirt or something a little bit more casual. All right, so this one, my favorite, it's just a blazer built in with a skirt. So you get the two-piece here and you've got the beautiful embellishments on the button. This is very formal, but perfect for afternoon tea. And I love self-portrait because everything from this place is suitable to wear to an afternoon tea event. There are so many two-pieces as well here. So yeah, as I said before, if you just wanted to do simple two-piece, you could wear this with trousers as well, as long as they're not jeans.
So I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a little like and follow me along my journey for afternoon tea videos. If you are now thinking of going to afternoon tea, you have some options for you to dress up in. I'll see you in the next one.